Let me guess. You've watched dozens of self-improvement videos and saved them. You've nodded your head, told yourself, yeah, I'm going to do that. And then you did nothing. You know what you need to do? Wake up early. Focus on one goal. Delete the distractions. Be disciplined. You've heard it all before. I've probably even said it in my own videos. But here's the thing. You're still here, still watching videos like this, still searching for the answer you already have. So, this video isn't here to give you new advice. It's here to expose what you're actually doing wrong. Because the problem isn't that you don't know what to do. The problem is you keep lying to yourself about when you'll do it. If that makes you uncomfortable, good. Stay with me, because what I am about to say will either force you to change today or you will realize you're not serious about any of this. Let's talk about what you actually do, not what you say you do. You watch a video about waking up early. You feel pumped. You set your alarm for 5 a.m. And then what happens? You hit snooze. You tell yourself, I'll stop Monday. Monday comes, you scroll for an hour before getting out of bed. You tell yourself, okay, next week for sure. Next week, same thing. You save videos, you make plans, you write down goals in your notes app, you screenshot quotes, you tell yourself you're preparing to change, but you never actually start. And you know what the worst part is? You keep changing the goal. This month, it's fitness. Next month, it's a side hustle. Then, it's learning a new skill. You're always about to start something, but you never commit to anything long enough to see results. Sound familiar? You don't have a motivation problem. You don't have a discipline problem. You have a decision problem. You keep giving yourself the option to quit before you even start. And as long as that option exists, you'll take it every single time. Now, let me tell you about the real issue. And no one talks about this. The more choices you allow yourself, the weaker you become. Every morning you wake up and ask yourself, do I feel like getting up early today? That's a choice. And when you're tired, the answer is always no. Every evening you ask yourself, do I feel like working on my goal tonight? Another choice. And when Netflix is right there, the answer is no. Every time you sit down to work, you ask yourself, should I check my phone real quick? Another choice, and you already know what you're going to pick. You think you're being flexible. You think you're listening to your body. But in reality, you're just giving yourself permission to stay the same. High performers don't have more willpower than you. They just have fewer decisions to make. They don't decide to wake up early every morning. They just wake up at the same time every day. No negotiation. They don't decide whether to work. They just start at the same time, in the same place, with no mood check. They don't decide whether to scroll. Their phone isn't even in the room. This is called zero kois living, and it's the only thing that actually works. The no more thinking rule. Let me be very clear about something. Motivation is worthless. Inspiration fades. Feelings lie. The only thing that matters is structure. And structure means rules. Not suggestions. Not goals. Only rules. Here's what I mean. Rule number 1. Same wake-up time, no matter what. Not I'll try to wake up early. Not I'll wake up early on weekdays. But the same time, every single day. No exceptions. No negotiations. You don't get to decide in the morning whether you feel like it. The decision was already made. You just follow the rule. Rule number 2. Work starts at the same hour. No mood check. You don't sit down and ask yourself, am I in the mood to work? You work at the same time every day. Motivation doesn't create action. Action creates motivation, but you'll never discover that if you keep waiting to feel ready. Rule number 3. Phone stays out of reach during work, no exceptions. Not on silent, not face down on your desk, but out of the room, in a drawer somewhere. You can't reach it without physically getting up and walking away from your work, because if it's within arm's reach, you'll check it. You know you will. So, remove the option. These aren't habits. Habits require thought. Rules are automatic. You follow them because they exist, not because you feel like it. And that's the entire point. You know why you keep failing? Because you keep giving yourself an out. You tell yourself, I'll wake up early unless I'm really tired. I'll work on my goal unless something comes up. I'll stay off my phone unless it's important. Every unless is an escape route, and you will always find a reason to use it. The problem is you're trying to change while keeping all your old options available. You want the results of discipline without the discomfort of commitment. But the reality is, change doesn't happen when it's convenient. It happens when you remove the option to stay the same. You don't need a new strategy. You need to stop giving yourself choices. Alright, here's what I want you to do, and I'm not asking for a lifetime commitment. I'm not asking you to change your whole life. I'm asking for 7 days. That's it, 1 week. If you can't commit to 1 week, then you're not serious. And that's fine. But at least be honest with yourself about it. Here's the reset. 4 days 1 to 7. 3 non-negotiable rules. Rule 1. 1 fixed wake-up time. Pick a time, set it. Wake up at that time for 7 days straight. No snooze, no just 5 more minutes. The alarm goes off. You get up. Done. Rule 2. 1 fixed work block. Pick 1 hour every single day. At the same time, you sit down and work on the one thing that actually matters to you. Not 5 things. 1 thing. No phone. No distractions. No, I'll just check this real quick. 1 hour. Focused. Every day. Rule 3. 1 fixed daily action towards your goal. Not planning, not researching, not thinking about it. 1 action. Something you can measure. If your goal is fitness, it's 20 minutes of movement. If it's a side hustle, it's 1 piece of content or 1 hour of building. If it's learning, it's 30 minutes of focused study. That's it. 7 days, 3 rules. No elaborate morning routines. No, let me get my mindset right first. Just follow the rules. So, what happens after 7 days? In the first 2 days, you're going to hate it. You're going to feel resistance. Your brain's going to scream at you to quit. On day 3 and 4, you'll start to notice something. It gets a little easier. Not because you suddenly found motivation, but because you're not deciding anymore. You're just doing. By day 5 or 6, you'll realize something even bigger. You're actually making progress. Real, tangible progress. And by day 7, you'll have a choice to make. You can go back to how things were. Back to planning. Back to I'll start Monday. Back to giving yourself options. Or you can keep going because now you've proven to yourself that you can. Most people will go back. They'll convince themselves they needed a break. They'll say they'll start again soon. But you're not most people. At least I hope you're not. Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Another year won't change anything if tomorrow looks the same as today. You can watch 100 more videos. You can save 1,000 more quotes. You can make 100 more plans. But if you wake up tomorrow and do the exact same thing you did today, nothing changes. And a year from now, you'll be right back here watching another video just like this one, wondering why your life still looks the same. You don't need a new goal. You don't need a new system. You don't need more information. You need fewer choices. You need to stop negotiating with yourself every single day about whether you're going to show up. You need to set the rules and follow them. Not when you feel like it. Every day. No exceptions. That's it. That's the whole thing. So, here's your decision. You can close this video, nod your head and do nothing, just like you did with the last 10 videos you watched. Or you can pick your 3 rules right now. Write them down. Set your alarm. And tomorrow morning when it goes off, you follow through. No thinking, no deciding. You just do it. 7 days. Prove to yourself that you can. Because if you can't commit to 7 days, then all of this, all the videos, all the plans, all the goals, just noise. And you need to be honest with yourself about that. But if you can, if you actually do this, then everything changes. Not because of some magic, but because you finally stopped giving yourself the option to quit. Let me know in the comments what your 3 rules are. Write them down. Make it real. And if this hits you the way it needed to, share it with someone who needs to hear it too. The question is, are you actually going to do something about it this time? Or are you just going to keep watching videos?
Thanks for watching. If you learned something new, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to Brain Nest Media for more school hacks and study tips.